I've got my sidekick today. I'm gonna call her. Meow. Meow. She'll be here in a minute. She always comes to that call. Well, it's glorious today. It's been glorious yesterday as well. We managed to get some seeds sown. That storm, Franklin, did a lot of damage. You'll see that in a minute. Oh, help, look who's just walked in. Hello. Well, what are you doing, Buttercup? You're climbing up? Come on then. I'm not lifting you. Hey, get yourself up here. Come and say hello. She's just sat on the floor. Here she is. Right. Now leave them pots alone. I've just been on the car boots this morning. Didn't get much. Bought a few coins. I'll show you them again. But for £1, I got a bargain. Got 4 of these. Absolutely brilliant nick. 20p each. And we got 5 trays of them. And 5 of them. Ready for this? 20p. So I think we did alright. That was just them. Just managed to get rid of a load more of them daffodils and tulips to David. So bring a couple of plant pots. I only brought a couple of daffodils, filled them up to the top. And left him to it. It'll take him all day to if Bev turns up, it'll take him all day to plant them all, but I've got some more left there for Deborah, so she can have the rest of them, and we got rid of them, and then I goes and gets 4 planters, so we might save some for these. I don't know yet. I like to have a stock of planters. You never know. I might even put them on the front of the allotments actually, just around the community room. They might look okay there. And the ones what are there at the moment are looking a bit shot. So yeah. Anyway, back to what we've been doing. Storm Franklin, that turned up and it was terrible. Damage it's caused on some of the plots. My mate just done all his glass in his greenhouse, and then all of a sudden Storm Franklin raised its ugly head and we've had to do him all again. Both his greenhouses. We managed to do that, the pair of us, a couple of days ago. Put all the glass back in. Other people wasn't so lucky, so I'm going to show you a few clips here of some of the more of the damage. All that glass, what you saw in the last video, what was all piled up outside on the front of the allotments, that's all gone now. We had the skip. I'll stick that in the end and just show you the skip what we got. It was the second to the biggest skip that they do, and they filled it in. Well, I'm not going to tell you. I'll tell you when I show you. But you're going to see some of the damage now. Absolute horrendous, and I really feel sorry for my mate Bill, and you've got to excuse the wind as well. The wind was blowing a hula on the mic, so I had to in parts of it. The sound's a bit crackly, but hey ho, onwards and upwards. Let's show you. This don't bode well. Fred and Phyllis's polytunnel completely disintegrated there. Looks terrible. Fence blown over. Table. Swing around here. You see where the greenhouse has actually been, is not bolted it down, unfortunately, and what's happened is it pushed the greenhouse that way and it's broken loads of glass in his greenhouse there. You can see some on this side missing, all these ones, all the glass there obviously has cleared it all up. Yeah, that's terrible. Wow, this wind is still strong. Door and glass broken there in that greenhouse. That one, the greenhouse is slid down there. Let's walk across. He won't mind. Wow, look at it. I should have come this way. It's all waterlogged. But look at this greenhouse here. Wow, that's took a battering. This is Ron's. My mate Bernard, he's lost a few panels. This was okay. He's survived the first 2 storms, and yeah, look what's happened here. Gonna have to move this glass. Gonna have to move that so before someone hurts himself. He's got a few panes there he can put in, I think. That one slid a bit. Bloody hell. It's not looking good. Check on my mate George's. Now his was okay up to last night when the storm hit. Oh no. He's got a couple of panels, and he's got a couple of panels there missing as well. So 2 of his greenhouses are missing. Oh, and this missing some here as well. You just put bloody glass in there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 panels is missing. 2 here and 4 there. Again, these storms were vicious. They really was. And as you can see, he's not well, unfortunately. So he won't be able to do much. And I think the storm's petering out now. So we'll see what we can do. See if we can sort something out for him. Might have a few panels. Trouble is, I haven't got the clips, and he needs to get some clips. We might be able to get the glass, but the clips are the things what he hasn't got at the moment. He will be upset when he sees that, especially after just replacing it all. Unbelievable. Right, we're going to move on. Walk down here. Glass up here. We're getting it on, we're getting a skip, and it's all being taken on Friday. This is, like I said, this is Monday. Thought we'd put it in. Here's my car over there. All this here is all going to, look at this greenhouse here. It's got 3 missing there, it's got 2 missing there, the doors are gone. We might have glass to replace it. All this stuff on this plot here is all going in the skip. All this glass here is going in. That greenhouse down there is toast as well. Look at water. Bloody hell. That greenhouse has got no glass in the top of it. Panels are blown out. Oh dear, look at this here. This is, wow. You need a boat on this plot. Look at the state of this. This is the wind and the rain. Look what it's done here with this plot. It's underwater. Polytunnel's destroyed here. This was okay last episode. Look at the greenhouse. Jeez. Oh, that is so bad, that. I feel really sorry for him. This is Bill's plot. That's terrible. Oh, door's gone here. Oh, bloody hell. This is going to be heartbreaking as well for Joan. All this glass. What's the name? Tommy had probably cleared all this lot up. When I put the camera down, I'll try to come along and do a bit of tidying up myself. But yeah, that wind. It's blown the panel out here and there. Luckily that one hasn't broken. But them have. Going to need a lot of glass to replace all these this glass, these greenhouses, repair them all. Looking along the top of the allotments now, you can see all this water here. It's everywhere. At least the up here's not done too bad. This is all weathered the storm. It's quite sheltered here though. It's where the horse manure and the wood chip bays are. I've just been talking to David, who's got a plot in the corner up there. Now that frame there didn't have a cover on it, but apparently that top end up there is unscathed, no damage at all up there. So they've got away with it, but then again, they've got lots of tree cover there all the way around them. You see how it is, it's all boxed in. So they got away with it. But everybody else, not so much. Wind's blown the sheets off this plot here. At least it's killed all of it. This was full of weeds. It should be able to get off to a cracking start this year. But this plot was, last year it was, before we give it out, it was full of weeds. It's as you can see, it's all clear there. Right, anyway, I can't see much more damage up here. Right, so what's he done here? Oh, he's not used the polycarbonate. I told him he could use the polycarbonate unless it's blown out. I give him a sheet of oh, it's gone here. I didn't know this is broke as well. Oh, it's broken on that side, so he's four panels missing here. Unbelievable. This is Rick's greenhouse. I told him there was some perspex what he could use to put in here, and well, as you can see, brand new greenhouse this as well. Well, as long as he puts that glass over on the pile for Friday, I think we'll be good to go. Yeah, it's absolutely shocking, this. Storm Franklin. Bloody storm. Way up. There she is. Anyway, I've got to go fill this bucket up of water, because I'm going to use this as a jet wash. I'll stick the pipe in it and turn it into like the water tank for the jet wash to clean the greenhouse. It'll be meowing. Yeah, shut your face. Hey? Nah, stop whining. Hey? She's got food and water there. There's a water bottle. There's a daytime bed. There's an evening bed there. Yeah. Wow. Right, I put the camera down and get on with what I'm doing. You see all that glass has gone from here now. We cleared it all away. And all that stuff what was on the plot here, this is all scrap. This is the scrap man's coming to take this shortly. But all that scrap's going. But there's going to have a bit of a fire here. All the wood, they're going to burn there. And then this plot next Sunday is going to get turned over and levelled out. And then they're going to divide it up into 4 micro plots. But it was rubbish everywhere, all over it. It's all been put into a big skip, and I say I've got a clip of the skip anyway to show you. They filled it in space. In 2 hours, it was completely full to the top. But yeah, that wood there is going to get burnt, and then we've got to put some more glass into there, and the door what fell out in that Storm Franklin. But all that glass is all gone as well. All that there's for the scrap man when he comes. So he's going to do alright there, isn't he, with all that scrap. So the skip arrived about 3 hours ago, and as you can see, it don't take him long to fill the skip. The majority of the stuff's come off this plot here. This is the plot that we're going to be turning into 4 micro plots. And there was a pile of stuff all over the place. Anyway, we threw it into there. We're going to have the wood what's left there. We're going to burn it. So yeah, that's going to happen on Sunday. We do need to do the greenhouses, and there's still stuff getting thrown into that skip now. Bloody! Is that metal, George? Is that metal? No. All right, gonna say you could have thrown it there. There we go. Anyway, couldn't have got it any higher, could they? But yeah, that's the skip, and it's still being filled. I think by the time the guy gets in an hour's time, it'll be overflowing. In fact, that might be a bit too high. That they might not take it with that on. with bated breath. But yeah, 3 hours it's been here, and it's been filled to the brim. It's the big. I think it's the second to the biggest one they do. Well, here he comes to take the skip away. If you want a skip in Salford, ring this guy. I say that's the truck that's taking it. Yep, be gone in a minute. And then we got another place to park the car. So that was Storm Franklin. Absolutely horrible. 3 storms in 7 days. Really bad storms with winds up to 80-90 mile an hour. It's just incredible. But anyway, I got away with it. The panels on me door on me front of me front greenhouse, they blew out, but I put them back. The 2-minute job. The good news is the twin wall polycarbonate then, and it was dead easy fix. I got some nest screen and put them on the edges. If I've got a little clip, I might show it. You see there, guys, what's flapping around in the wind is some nest screen, and what I'm doing, I'm putting it over my glass here to stop it from popping out. It keeps popping out, doesn't it? And well, we're sick of having to chase after it, so I've decided we use this stuff. We use it quite, it comes in handy, this, it's really good. And it's going nowhere with this one, I tell you. Do the bottom one here. There we go. That bugger, them glasses ain't going nowhere. Yeah, that nest screen, you get it in a roll. Don't know if you can see it on the table there. You get a big roll of it. It's only about £2 or £3. Best off, if you're going to buy it, don't go to B&Q or Wilco's. Go on the car boots, you get a load of that. They sell it a couple of quid a roll. If you go into B&Q or any of these Wicks or all that, they're going to charge you 10-15 quid for a roll like that. But yeah, we're just making sure that the bloody panel, like I say, this panel doesn't these panels keep popping out. We've put it on the top and the bottom. It's just, even though it's got the clips in, it's the wind, for somehow it manages to pop them out. And anyway, he won't be doing it again for a while. So jobs are good. Yeah, they're secure. They won't come out again, thankfully. The next job I'm going to show you is me jet washing my front greenhouse, getting it ready so I can put my spuds in. So I'm going to have to wear these glasses. I did have some glasses. I don't know what I've done with them. No. I'm going to put these glasses on, guys. This sun's so bright and it's giving me an headache. So yeah, I'm going to show you this. I've got a clip here showing you my pressure washer. I can show it you working. We'll show you what the greenhouse looked like before, and then we'll come back later on and show you what it looked like after. I didn't want to leave the camera where the water was to damage it, so there's a clip showing you how it works. It's a pretty cool piece of kit. So yeah, the job for the day was to clean the greenhouse and get it all nice and clean. So let me show you. Hey, I brought me jet wash down. Buttercup's inspecting it as we speak. I'm going to be using that in here. Got a canister of water there all ready to rock and roll. And what we're going to do is come in here and blast this all inside, get all this gunk off, and then we can set the buckets back up again. Got the compost here, and we can get putting the first earlies in. So that's the plan. But like I say, I've got to get all this gunk off, and hopefully this jet wash is going to do that for me. So I can't really show you me working it on the inside properly. I might give a couple of little highlights, show you how it works. Straightforward really. It's blowing a hoolie at the moment, so I've got to be careful. But yeah, all this here, what you see here, all this is going to be blasted off, and all this gunk here. So as you can see, it's what it looks like now. And we'll come back in a bit and show you it all nice and clean, hopefully. On today to pressure washing my greenhouse. However, this might take a bit of time because Buglugs is stopping play at the moment. She's sat on the bloody box, isn't she? Hey, you're trying to slow me down, aren't you? I know what you're doing. Little devil. What? I don't care. You're on my box, I need it. Oh well, when she moves, I think we'll get stuck in. Is she going? Are you going? Go and get your dinner. No. No, you just want to sit there, don't you? That's what you want to do. You want to annoy me, don't you? Yeah, you do. You know you're annoying me. What? Speak up, I can't hear you. That's what she needs. That's what she's after. She's after one of these. She's after a love. Yeah, wow. Right, anyway, we'll have a cup of coffee and then we'll get stuck into this when she moves off it. So this is the jet wash. This goes into the bucket. That connects to the gun. Just making sure this goes in the right way. There we go, that's in. These are my batteries. That plugs into there like so. You push that button in and you press. Actually, I need to prime this, so again, twist and lock. So we're ready to rock and roll. This is the jet wash. I can make it small. I can put this, take this piece out, and also, like I say, this there. I'm just going to prime this with some water, and then we'll get stuck into it. Just put some water into the pipe, and then we'll go. Well, that's it. So I've primed the jet wash, and here we go. So this is what we've been using today to clean my front greenhouse, and let's quickly show you what we've been doing. I say all the outside, open it up, you can see all the inside now is all clean. All that gunk what was on the panels has all been blown off. It's not looking too bad. It's better than it was. So what we're going to do, I'm going to be splitting these bags up in a bit. What we'll do is we'll put fill the bags out, fill these pots halfway full. We'll mix the bloodfish and bone, and we'll come back and we'll show you me putting me potatoes in, and the grow more. It's all in here. There's a couple, well, it's 5 kilos. I'm not going to use all this, but it's 5 kilos of bloodfish and bone and 5 kilos of potato grow more there. All the buckets have all been cleaned and sterile. But what I want to do is let it dry out a bit in here. It's a bit it's a bit wet and the floor's a bit wet, so yeah, we'll come back when it's dry and we'll show you me setting the spuds up. But yeah, apart from that there, where an earwig has managed to make a nest inside the twin wall polycarbonate, everything's clear here, clean. Right, all up here. All this was full of gunk, it's all gone. A bit of a mess having to faff about with it, but we've done it, and we caused no damage to the grapevine either, so that's good. Right, anyway, we'll come back in a bit and we'll show you me doing my first earlies, which are there and chitting away nicely. Right. So, see you in a bit, folks. Look at the water here. This is all the rain. I saw you then, drinking out that bucket. Little bugger. Right, quickly shut the greenhouse before Buttercup. She's going back. Right, I've got to tidy up in here now. Tidy all this lot up. And then we can get round to doing the spuds. Right, onwards and upwards. So the floor was a bit wet, so I had to leave it before then come the next day to do the spuds. But we cleaned it all. It looks really good. So as I was saying, spuds. The next day we come and we planted the Swift and the Rocket, 5 buckets of each. There's some highlights there. You're going to see Buttercup again stopping play, but you know, with Carter. We're going to be using clover multi-purpose compost, bloodfish and bone, potato grow more. Obviously we got some label. I found my pen. We put some labels on them as well. So I'm going to show you me doing in the front greenhouse. I've got 10 buckets set out here. I've got bloodfish and bone there. I've got grow more there. I've got my potatoes there. Compost here. This is the clover that we're going to be growing them in. I've actually got some bloodfish and bone here, so I'll probably use that first. I've got my labels. The problem is I can't find my pen. It's always the same. There's always something that you're missing. Potatoes, at least we've got the potatoes there. So what I'm going to do is equally put all this compost into these bags, into these buckets, and then I'll show you the amount of bloodfish and bone and grow more that we're going to be using in the buckets. So as I say, it's very tight. This is the only place I can actually stand the tripod at the moment, and I'm sure Buttercup's going to come waltzing in a minute. Oh God! You mention a word and in she comes. So as you can see, there's been Buttercup in here. This is going to be fun. Yeah, you ain't going to sit on that because I need that. You little bugger, ain't you? Right. Anyway, I'll be right back once I set the camera up. I'm sorry, Buttercup, but you can't stay there. What's she like? This is... I'll get thumping in a minute. Listen, you. Now, I need that compost. You're going to get off it, eh? How about sitting in one of the buckets, eh? And behaving yourself. Well, I need my compost. You're stopping me from working. You are? You're stopping me from working, young lady. Unbelievable. I tell you what, Why don't you sit there? Yeah, I know what you want to do. Yeah. Sit there, that's all. Watch what you're doing. I need the bag. Yeah, you've had enough, thank God. Yeah, I've got rid of Buttercup for the time being. Now I can put this compost into these buckets. So here we go. I'm only filling the buckets half full. Getting there. We don't throw these bags away, we use them for putting rubbish in and taking it to the skip, to the tip even. Right. Right, so we've got all 10 buckets, 3/4 full. I'm going to put the bloodfish and bone in there now and the grow more. So I'll get me scoop out and then we'll have at it. Just get me compost, me grow more, and the bloodfish and bone. And I've got a pot here. What I do, I measure about half a pot and in it goes. That's the bloodfish and bone. Just make sure it's half full. Nearly done. So that's the bloodfish and bone gone in. What I've got to do now, again about that much gromo. not an exact science, but you know, just I'm going to mix all this together in a moment. Right, so as you can see, we've got the bloodfish and bone in, and we've got the grow more in. Now it's just a matter of mixing it right in, good and proper, all the way down. You want to go. Perhaps you shouldn't be doing it with silver chains and watches on, but you get the picture. So it's well and truly mixed in that. Now give me 5 seconds. I'm going to mix all the others exactly the same way, and then I'll show you what we do then. It's straightforward really, it's not rocket science. Let me just mix all these in. Another 9 buckets to do. Oh the joy. Right, so we've got them all done. Can I say? I've just had some blood works done this morning to try and figure out what the hell's wrong with me. And yeah. Right, anyway, I'm going to get the potatoes now. And we're going to put them in. So let me just quickly get my potatoes. We'll be right back. Well, as you see guys, there's 2 seed potatoes in each of these buckets, and all we're doing, pushing them down, using this hand to protect the chips, and then just back filling them over. So these are the Swift, so I've got 5 buckets of Swift and 5 buckets of Rocket. And like I say, it's just a matter of getting them in the bucket and just what I'll do next is give them a good watering. And basically what we're going to do is leave them to it. So what we're doing now, we're doing the Rocket now. That's it. Down to the bottom. Two seed potatoes per bucket, and I think we'll do all right here. What I do need to do is find my pen and label them. So today's date is the 23rd February, Wednesday. We put the Rocket and the first earlies in. And the Swift. So both the first earlies. Now I'm going to get my watering can. We'll water them all, and then, well, I don't know if we're going to use this one here, but we will use some fleece and just throw it over the top. We will be using them labels to write what they are. So let me go and get my water. I've got water in here, but I'm going to get some tap water. Not that it matters, I could use rainwater on these. It's these seeds that I use tap water on. Right, so what we're doing here, everything's sorted, so it's in with the water. Oh, give them a good watering. I won't water them again until I see them. So as you can see, we've put fleece over these buckets now. The only thing I've got to worry about is Buttercup. She loves sitting on this stuff, and she'll be trying to sit on the bloody buckets and going straight down into them. But we cover them just so we won't water them again until we start to see them coming up. Then we water them then, and we top them up. But for now, this is done. I'm going to get some more compost in here, clear my station out, because we're going to be seed sowing shortly. So there'll be, what I do is I put these as well, these trays, I put that on, and I can put propagators on top of them. The only trouble is once the potatoes get to the top of the bucket, obviously we have to move them. But it's just utilising the space in the greenhouse. Anyway, moving on, we've got things to do. So there you go, that's the first earlies in, and St Patrick's Day we'll probably end up taking them out and putting them in a bed at the back of the allotments with all the first and the main crop and the second earlies. Can we do them on St Patrick's Day? Normally we plant them all pretty much the same way, but we don't have to worry about the frost. We will be putting fleece over them, put fleece over everything just to protect them. But yeah, the main thing is the first earlies are in now, and we put some trays on top of them because I'm going to show you now me doing some seeds sowing. We did quite a lot of them actually. Brassicas, cucumbers, chilies, peppers, celeriacs, celery. I'm not going to show you me doing them all. I'll just show you a few of them, and then we'll have a look at, you'll see the ones what we've done. I did them three different ways, but it's pretty much the same really. You're using clover multi-purpose. I just use different trays, different sizes of trays, different methods to sowing some of the bigger seeds. Anyway, let me quickly show you what we were doing in the front green. Well guys, getting all me trays ready. These are perfect, these. Put cabbage in them, and I've got the lids, propagator lids there for them. There's a whole different trays. I'd say we've got more in here. I've just tipped all the compost what was in here and dumped it. I've got new compost there which is going in there. I've got my riddle. Everything's rocking and ready to rock and roll. I'm just waiting for the temperature, and it's 56 degrees. Gets to that 60 degree, I'll have all my seeds in here, and we'll start doing some sowing. In fact, what I might do is get me a riddle some of the compost in here. What we do, we put all the fine stuff in here, and we put the loam in there, and we use that for all the planters. That there's a dahlia, believe it or not. It stays in the greenhouse for year round. I do need to get rid of me watering cans. I don't need them at the moment. I've got, must be about 8 or 9 there, maybe there could be more. I count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 9. One out there, 10. I think we've got enough watering cans, don't you? There's my shipwrecked cat. Oh, it's looking sad, that, isn't it? Been in there for such a long time. I'll have to get rid of that and get a new one. Stick Buttercup there, what do you reckon? Anyway, we'll be riddling shortly, getting all the compost ready. Quick look at the leeks. We just took the lid off, stuck it down there. Need to get rid of this cage. I don't need it anymore. The reason why I got it was to put chickens in, and now I've got a proper chicken crate, so I don't need this. So if anyone wants it, to make a composting bin or something like that out of it. I don't know, it's there anyway. Right, anyway, open my bag, get stuck in here, and get me some compost ready to rock and roll. All my water's here. Tap water, that, by the way, guys. I don't know what that liquid tomato feed's there doing there, but it's been there for a while. Sometimes I use this, sometimes I don't. You put seeds in it and flick them out one at a time, like a banjo feeder. I think that's what it's called, actually. Anyway, we'll be back shortly, and we'll get seed sowing, I think. So this is the last couple of riddles I'm doing of this compost for now. We're just preparing it, the workstation. It's almost filled up, and we're going to be seed sowing into this very soon, or from this very soon. I'm doing this, riddling this compost. What we do, we stick it in a bucket just down here, and what we use that loam. We put it into the potato bucket, so it retains moisture as well. You put it in hanging baskets. It's really good stuff, but you don't want it big lumps in when you do it in your seed trays. So what we're doing, we're riddling all these big lumps out now, and what you don't want is a seed underneath something like that. It's never going to come out, it's never going to germinate. So like I say, we wriggle all these out. A few lumps there. Like I say, we riddle it until we got 90% of the big lumps out. I think that's enough. I think we've got enough there. Like I say, the compost itself is lovely and fluffy. This I could do. I need a new one of these seeds, these riddles. Like I say, it's a pinky riddle. You can get a feeder riddle, a pinky riddle, and a maggot riddle. And what it is, you put your maggots in. The maggots wriggle through, leaving the casters. That's the flies that have just gone into pupa, and then you discard them, or you can use them for something else. But that's what this is. You get them from a tattle shop. They cost you about between 5 to 10 quid. But yeah, it's the mesh itself. It's a 3mm mesh. It's brilliant. And like I say, we've got this workstation now all ready to rock and roll. Put my cover on for now. We will come back when the temperature hits 60, and then we'll start sowing. I don't know if you can see the temperature there. It says 70 Fahrenheit in the greenhouse today, so that's seed sowing time. So I'll go do some seed sowing. Although it got down to 32 degrees last night, but it's 70 degrees now, so I think it's good enough to do some seed sowing. So I've got a load of seeds here, so I'm going to get my trays and we'll have at it in a moment or two. You join me down here trying to figure out what we're going to start first here. Just getting all my chilies and think what we're going to do the spuds first. Not the spuds, the cabbages, and get all the cabbages here, different varieties. Got just a load of tomatoes. I just bought them. 6 different varieties of tomatoes. Thought we'd give them a go. We have actually got other tomatoes. We've got the usual, the money maker. We've got Roma. We've got Super Steak F1s, Gardener's Delight, and Purpose. There is some more somewhere. I don't know where they all are. Like I said, I'm just going through all the packets here now. We've got all sorts. There's a lot of these you haven't even seen. Oh, Alicante. Oh, then I've got my corn. We'll probably do the corn a bit later on. So what I'm going to do today is some of the sweet corn, and we'll do some of them chilies. Right, we're going to, first things first, we're going to do the cabbages first. So right, let's move all this out of the way. So basically, all we're doing here, we're doing 12 of each. So we just got this little dibber. Putting it all in the centre of each station. About, I'd say it's about 6 milli. Now then, these are the ones we're going to start first, and these are all year round collies. I could use this banjo seed feeder, but I'm not going to bother with it. There we go. So these are the seeds that we're going to be using, and all I'm going to do is put 2 seeds per station. Now all I do now, my water, which has been in the greenhouse for a couple of weeks, all the chlorine's moved out, disappeared out of him. So I'm just gonna squeeze over the hole, and that, believe it or not, will cover the holes. And like I say, if it wasn't to cover the hole, you just do that. Now, propagate a lid, and there's the first one. What we need to do is to write a label out now, somewhere along here. So all I'm going to do, shove the label in there at the side. In fact, I'm not going to shove the label in, I'm just going to stick it on the top in between the stations. So there we go, that's the first of the collies are done. So that's the first tray of the year. Right, let's move on. Here we go again, we've got these 2 other varieties of cucumber. We've got the gherkins, the Cornichon de Paris. We've got these Market More 76s. So basically, again, it's just a get enough seeds to do the job. There's a pile of seeds there, pile of gherkin seeds there, but we're only going to do, I say, 1 per station. We're going to do a total of 6 of them. There we go, that's the gherkins in. Just quickly seal this up. I wish they put some zip ties or something on them to make it easier. Wow, these market more. They certainly give you a fair amount of seeds for these. Anyway, 1 per station. We'll put that one in a second. It's over 65 degrees in here, climbing up to 70 degrees at the moment. Perfect time to sow all these seeds. As I water getting the seed wet, I'm actually filling the hole in as well. But what we will do, we'll just put another bit of soil over the top of them. Let this soak in a second. Let that soak in a second, and it's just a matter of sprinkle a bit more compost over the top. This is how I do them every year, and well, every year they come back. They get some great results. All we've got to now do, put the gherkins label in there, put the market more label there between the seeds, close this back up. We will be doing another seed sowing. Propagator lid, and that's all we do. These the tomatoes a different way. I like to sow all the tomatoes. What you get in the pack, and these are money maker, and we end up giving a lot of these away. All depends on how many seeds we get, and as you can see, they don't really skimp with the seeds, so it's just we just sprinkle them all around. We've actually got one underneath there. Got it. All these we end up giving 90% of these away to friends for the greenhouses. What I like to do as well is to wet the seeds. There's too many there, so we're gonna quickly give them a bit of a watering and get the seeds wet. Just dampen, get them off to an early start. That's the trick. Right, now what I'm going to do is a bit of this clover compost and just lightly over the top. That's all I'm going to do. And just use this brush I've got here just to tamp everything down. And that's it. Now we're going to give them another drink of water. I have got a label somewhere. Shove that in there like that, and then propagator lid. What I do with this as well, put a bit of water inside the lid. There we go, and I keep the vents closed for now. And that's how I sow my tomatoes. Right, guys, now so we've got these jalapenos, and these are the last I'm going to sow. I was going to just pack up and go, but I thought we'd do just the last seed sowing and get these hot jalapenos sold. Again, the the last year's, so they should be okay. Again, when you're sowing these, just be very careful. But like I say, wash your hands. After you've done it, and don't rub your eyes, and use cold water, otherwise you're going to be in the land of the hurt. Really, I think that's them all. Nothing else left in there, so you didn't get many of these hot jalapenos in this pack. Some you get a lot and some you don't. It's all depends on how popular the varieties are. And obviously these jalapenos are very sought after. Again, I'm just going to water them from the top and bottom. Got some compost here, just quickly sprinkle it over. Your little tamper, just tamp them down. Not putting any weight on them at all. There we go. Again, give them one more gentle water over the top. There we go, and I'm going to go inside the lid of the propagator, making sure that vent's closed. Again, label, get your label in there. Don't forget your labels. And that's will sit there like that. Well, it won't sit there, but it'll sit behind us for now until I move them into the back greenhouse. So that's some jalapenos done as well. These are the last to be sown, but if you look at the propagator, see how they're steaming up inside? That's because the soil's warm, and this what happens. It heats up, it comes to the top like this, and then the water drops back down. So we've got some Telepe F1s, and we've got some Burplus Tasty Greens in that one. We've got some gherkins and some Market Most 76 in this one. January Kings, a cabbage in that one. I can't see what the label is in that one. I don't really want to lift the lid off, but we're going to have to. Golden Acre, again. Dwarf Green Curly's Kale, again, that all year round collar. What else we got? Greyhound cabbage. This is broccoli. Then we got 4 different, I think there's 3 or 4 tomatoes in there. And again, there's peppers and chilies in there, and this is just the start of it. I mean, we've got a pile of stuff to sow, and I say I've got all my trays here ready to go, and we will be back sowing probably tomorrow. I've done enough today. I've gone through a bag of compost, filling this workstation up. I'll be back, like I say, I've got a few more things to sow. I'll show you that shortly. Now, we didn't want to do any sowing until the temperature got over 60 degrees. Well, the door's open here now and it's 74 degrees in here, so you can imagine what it's like in there. The door's been closed all the time, so the temperature was really high. Anyway, there's a bee buzzing around my head here at the moment. Get out of it, little bugger. Excuse me. There we go. I hate him buzzing around my ears, and it was right in my ear all that one. So I've got one more clip. Buttercup amongst the snowdrops. So that's where we're going to end the video. I'll quickly show you what Buttercup's doing at the moment. Buggered off, didn't it? So I'll show you where she is, and then we'll end with this last clip. There she is. Sat on the box. Eh? Sunbathing, aren't you?